Hey guys, and welcome to a new episode of Pokemon Go. In today's episode, I will teach you guys how to level up really fast in Pokemon Go. This is the most effective way I found you can level up without downloading any extra software or hacking the game. Now, one thing to keep in mind is as you level up, you will encounter higher level Pokemons, and the level of the Pokemon is based on a CP. Now the lower CP Pokemon become useless very fast, so you need to level up really quickly before you can even start getting attached to any Pokemon. Now if you don't know, CP stands for Combat Points. Combat Points, it's actually an average between the attack and the defense of your Pokemon. The CP of the Pokemon cannot be increased or trained, so only your trainer level will be increased in this tutorial. But as I've mentioned, as you level up, you will find a lot stronger Pokemon and you will be able to evolve in the game. Now my first advice here is forget about gyms all the way up to level 5. Gyms will yield you very little experience points for all the effort you have to put into it. Also guys, gyms are a lot harder to find and you have to go a lot further to get to one. So avoid gyms all the way up to level 5 and I will teach you guys why. Okay, so you've just started the game, you are at level 1. You will need to get around for this game, so you're actually gonna have to get out of your house. Now guys, the faster way you get around, the faster you will evolve in the game. Now, let's say you don't have any method of transportation, you're gonna have to walk. But if you can actually get a bike or a skateboard, it will make your journey a lot faster. Now let's start. Catching Pokemon will actually earn you 100 experience points. And you will start finding many weak Pokemons, as I've explained the CP. So guys, don't worry about this, and every new Pokemon you do find will yield you 500 experience points. Just so you guys have a little comparison, you will need to train at a friendly gym for 10 battles in order to earn the same 500 experience points you get for catching a new Pokemon. Now while you're going around and catching new Pokemons, you also have a chance of earning nice throws and great throws. The nice throw will yield you 10 extra experience points and a great throw will actually earn you 50 experience points. So the great advice here, just walk around as fast as you can, catch as many Pokemons as you can, because in between those Pokemons you will find Pokestops. Now a Pokestop is very easy, you just have to click on it and you earn free items. Every Pokestop you do find will earn you 50 experience points. Now they each have a 5-minute cooldown. So if a Pokestop is purple, you cannot earn any experience or items from it. But 5 minutes after, they will turn blue and you can hack them again. At those Pokestops, you might find items or eggs. Pokemon eggs, after they hatch, you need to walk 1 kilometer. After the 1 kilometer, you will earn 200 experience points for each egg that hatches. Now guys, if the hatched egg is a new Pokemon, you will also earn the new Pokemon experience of 500. So actually having an egg might earn you 700 experience points. While catching a lot of Pokemons, you might find Pokemon that have very little evolution shards. Now in Pokemon Go, if you didn't know, you will evolve your Pokemons based on evolution shards. Now every Pokemon has a different count, but let's take Caterpie for example. Caterpie only needs 4 evolution shards to evolve, so if you find 4 different Caterpies, you will be able to evolve into a Metapod. Evolving a Pokemon will yield you 500 experience points, and if you don't have the evolved Pokemon, it will gain you an extra 500. So just by evolving 4 Caterpies, you might get 1000 experience points. Okay, so as you can see, the basic is just go around as fast as you can, catch as many Pokemon as you can, find Pokestop, hatch eggs and everything. Avoid gyms at all costs. Now let's say you've reached level 5 in Pokemon Go. You're gonna have many Pokemons already in your bag and now gyms are gonna start getting interesting. What you wanna do is, you wanna find a gym that has not been taken by any team. You will place your weakest Pokemon. So let's say you have a Caterpie or a Rattata of something of like 40 or lower CP. That's the Pokemon you want to use. Also guys, you do have to remember, if you don't remember from the actual Pokemon games, there are differences between weakness of types of Pokemon. So attacking a fire Pokemon with a water Pokemon will do double the damage. And that's very important because it will save the health of your Pokemon. So if you place a Caterpie you might want to use a fire Pokemon against it. So for now in this tutorial, I am assuming you guys haven't used any of your items. You've just gone around, caught new Pokemons, used Pokeballs, saved all your potions, all your items, all your revives. Now, let's go. You are battling against a Caterpie. You want to use Pokemons at least 3 times more CP than the Pokemon you're actually battling. So if you're battling a 40 CP Pokemon, you will need to use 120 CP or higher. This is actually so you can actually gain experience that is worth it for gems. So I'm not saying you can't be a 40 CP Pokemon with a 41 CP Pokemon. I'm just saying it's not going to be worth it. So let's say you're using 120 CP against a 40 CP. What you're going to do here, guys, you're actually going to be able to beat that Caterpie 4, 5, or maybe 6 times just using that same Pokemon. If you didn't know, for you to deploy a Pokemon at a gym, it needs to be full health. But for you to battle against that Pokemon, you do not need to use a Pokemon at full health. So you can save that Pokemon, use it about 4, 5, or 6 times, gain a lot of experience, and then after that Pokemon dies, you just release it. Guys, please do not use Revive on weak Pokemons of around 100 CP. They are just not worth it. So what you're gonna do here, you're gonna actually let that Pokemon die. After it dies, you're gonna release it. This way, you're gonna keep the evolution shard and you're not gonna have to worry about that Pokemon anymore. Also, while you are battling at a friendly gym or a gym of your own against weak Pokemons, that gym is gonna get more prestige and it's gonna level up the gym even further. This way, a lot of your friends can also place their Pokemons at that gym and have a strong gym to hold against enemies. So as your prestige go up, it's gonna make it even harder for people to take over your gym. Now guys, for now, there's no actual good thing about having a gym other than the bragging rights, but you will be able to have a higher prestige gym. This way you'll be able to have more Pokemons defending it. Don't worry if the first Pokemon is weak, as long as the last Pokemon after you've done all your training is a strong one, you keep the gym pretty safe. One last thing about training at gyms, you may only choose one Pokemon to battle. So guys, if you're going against enemy gyms now, you may choose up to 6 Pokemons for the battle. Now yes, battling at enemy gyms earn you twice the experience. So if you actually defeat the enemy gym, you earn 100 experience points for each Pokemon you do defeat. Now many people are thinking, well, I'm just gonna partner with a friend, I'm gonna tell him to place the weakest Pokemon he has, and I'm just gonna beat that gym, I'm gonna earn twice as much experience. But you do have to remember, guys, if you do beat a level 1 gym twice, it will turn gray again. So you will need that player to put another Pokemon in, and then you have to beat it again. It's kind of a cheating thing, and it's not really worth it that much. You will only earn about 200 experience points for like every 20 minutes. And if you just go around every 5 minutes catching Pokemon, you can be earning 500 experience points. So the great advice is here for leveling up really fast. Do not go near any gym until you're actually level 5. After you reach level 5, place a very weak Pokemon, train against them with your 100, 200 CP Pokemons, let it die. After it dies, you just release the Pokemon. Don't bother reviving it, because as you level up, you will find a lot stronger Pokemon all around much easier. And if you're wondering about the beta, guys, the USA beta should be coming on Monday, the 30th of May. So guys, stick around. Make sure you do not have any plans for Monday, May 30th. Because this is actually the date you want to get a head start for Pokemon Go. If you do actually get higher level than all the people around you, the game is going to be a lot easier because you'll be able to beat any gym around you. You'll find a lot stronger Pokemon than anyone around you. So getting a head start might be a very important thing. So for now, I thank you all and train on.